Let's go up when the game is on. Are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on. Are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. Well, let's go up when the game is on. Are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you.
Hey now, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from a screening after seeing the Divergent series Allegiant. It's a 2016 film, and yes, it is now the third movie in the Divergent series. And I thought this was the last one. I did. I went into this screening thinking, okay, this is the final movie. We'll be done with it after this. And then I found out that no, this is just part one. Silly me, of course, the last book that this is also based on. They're splitting it up into two movies. The next one is next year. So there you go. The plot is we see Shailene Woodley again as Triss, who her and her boyfriend Four, played by Theo James, they just took back the city. They took back the city from Janine, Kate Winslet's character, and now Theo James' mom, Naomi Watts, is taking over. But she's just as bad as Janine was, so this isn't working out. So the group decides to run away, leave the city, go beyond the walls to finally see what's out there, to see if there's any life out there, anything better than this. And they find something. Now, what I think of this movie is, it's just okay. And that's kind of been the consensus for this whole series, I think. I've been watching each and every one of these Divergent movies every year that they come out, and I've just thought that they were okay. Okay at best. Sure, I think the sequels are getting better with each one because it's more action and a slightly bigger budget. So there's that. But I think the biggest problem with this series and even this movie is some of the storytelling, some of the acting. Okay, look, we have Shailene Woodley as Triss. And like I said, Shailene Woodley, I've liked her in a lot of movies. I have. I think she's a good actress. I've seen her in movies where I'm like, wow, she's really good. But for some reason in these movies, I kind of look at her and I never have bought in her as this character, as the strong female character that's leading this war, leading an army, or just being that strong of a person. Honestly, I feel like there probably could have been another actress, a better actress, that could have pulled this off. And I don't want to like bring her down. She's good in other movies. I've never quite connected with her here. Theo James as Four. I never quite remembered how annoying these two are as a couple, Shailene Woodley and Theo James. I mean, I get it, sure. When you're in love, fine, you're in love. But when you watch these two at the beginning and they're so like, oh, I can't leave your side. No, wait, the director wants to talk to you. No, please come back. Like, they're so joined at the hip that it's sickening. It's disgusting. It's gross. It was annoying. And now when you see Shailene Woodley develop this relationship with the director, how the director's played by Jeff Daniels, by the way, and he knows that Triss is the one, that she is pure, she's a Divergent, and that she can help maybe start something new with life and the whole world. And Theo James is just being a jealous fuck. He is. I'm sorry. Whether at the end of the day he's right or he's wrong, it just seemed like his initial beef with Jeff Daniels' character is that he's spending too much time with Shailene Woodley. And it's like, dude, you're her boyfriend. Jeff Daniels is so much older. Like, Shailene Woodley isn't going to be veering off to him. You have nothing to worry about. It seemed very weird that he was so consumed over this. Whatever. You have Caleb, who is Triss's brother, played by Ansel Elgort. And man, was his character a bitch. I remember not liking him at the end of the last movie, but just at the beginning of this, I don't feel for him. I don't feel bad for him. I don't really buy him possibly redeeming himself, but whatever. He's here to be here. Miles Teller as Peter. his character might be a dick, might be an asshole, might be selfish and out for himself. All of that is true, but he's probably the most likable character here. Just in the sense that he's the most likable person to watch. He's like the only person that has a personality. He's the only person that has some funny lines and just is animated and is actually into this. Everyone else is just sort of so generic. Zoe Kravitz, she's here. She's attractive. So there you go. Naomi Watts, like I said, is the mother. She's in charge. And Naomi Watts, I don't know how old she is, but I don't buy her being this guy's mom. She's still that good looking. Jeff Daniels is kind of, when you see more of his character, you kind of go like, okay, this falls in line with what Jeff Daniels has been playing like the last 10 years in movies. All in all, it's decent action, decent effects, I guess. There's some interesting stuff going on as far as like what's out there in the world, what's happened to the world, why it's supposedly safer to be trapped in Chicago, and so that's interesting. Sure, even though this is a part one, it's probably the most well-handled part one of a movie. Most part ones feel so incomplete that it's not till part two where everything feels like a movie or feels like action. At least this part one did have a lot of action. I'll give them that. All in all, though, I'm just going to have to give this a rental. It's not because I hated the movie or disliked the movie. The movie's okay. I guess I'm just not fully into this series as much as maybe some other people are. And let me say that I have not read the books, so there's nothing I'm comparing it to. I'm just judging it as a movie, and for me, it's a rental. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you plan on seeing Allegiant, or just what do you think of the Divergent series in general. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!